Hello. Oh, okay. I didn't have my mic on. I was just like, I went live and I'm like, I don't even have a mic on. I don't know what's going on. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Part 10. We'll probably finish Prophecies tonight, guys. I know I called it Part 10, but who knows? Maybe I'll get stuck on the last boss for 5 hours and then I'm going to be like, you know what? I don't want to do this today. But we're getting close, guys. We're getting close to the end of Prophecies, which means for those of you that are kind of just tuning in or whatever, I mean, you should be watching the whole series, but if you're just tuning in, watching on YouTube or whatever, what we're gonna do, hey Jacob, so what we're gonna do after, once this is done, I'm gonna do a playthrough of Factions, and the Factions playthrough, we're gonna also do a Ranger, but we're probably gonna not do a Ranger main, we're probably gonna do a Ranger secondary, so but we're gonna have like kind of a pet thing going on as well again, so we'll kind of do that, but yeah, we're probably gonna finish. I really like this background, especially when you like don't is it when you don't log in yet, and then the screen kind of rotates and stuff, and you can see like these cities in the back, right? And it kind of makes you wonder like what they're depicting here. Obviously it's just like a random landscape, but I'm almost just like, is that a Norn settlement, or like what's going on down there? So I really like that background. But yeah, we just got to the Fire Island chain, so or the Ring of Fire Island, as they're called, actually. And we did do this part. We have, I think, 2 missions is what's left, or 3. I think it's 3, right? Because we go from here, we go up, or oh no, this is all one mission, getting in there and killing. Yeah, so it's 2 that we have left, which is fine. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna take us probably a little bit to get through, but really, that would be really cool if they did that, because that's a really cool song. I would that would be amazing if they had that. That would be really cool. Did we sell? We did not sell. I gotta sell. I remember I got like a bunch of stuff here. Whoa, these are worth 100. Oh, they probably had something on them. 100 gold for those. Get rid of all of that. All right. Yeah, and then I'll be deleting this character as well, so everything we kind of, I'm gonna take all the stuff off that we have on the armors and stuff, the health and blah blah blah. I'll take the important items, I'll take the bags, I'll take all that off. And then we can do and we can put that on the next character and kind of carry that over into the next game. But yeah, we kind of left some, we left my, so I kind of said this, but this, like the Southern Shiver Peaks are like my favorite area in Guild Wars 1, so kind of sad that we left that area. There's a lot of really cool places still around that you can find that we didn't really get to look at, but there's so many cool areas. So let's start. But yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, so I was kind of talking, it's really interesting. I was watching the tournament today because one of our one of our good friends, Emily, her guild or whatever was in it, the raid tournament that they had today, and that was a different experience. It's really interesting because when I watch something like that, I have no idea. I have no idea what's optimal, right? I know half of the mechanics. I kind of just like, I mean, I know a little bit of something. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm taking with me, but it's just really, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts on it, honestly, on these tournaments. I really love the idea of player generated events, right? Like things that, player organized events kind of thing. Like, I think that's really cool. Um, there's something to be said about that, but uh there was also like a little bit of hiccups here and there, which is normal. I mean, it happens with everything, but it was just kind of cool to see. I just, for me, it's like raiding. It's just not like I wish there was other events that involved the player base, um, beside like PvP tournaments and raid tournaments. But it's really hard to. There are other events. I will say that there are other events. I've never been a part of any of those events and stuff, but it was just it was cool to see. Definitely, I think unfortunately, they did not qualify, but it was the first time taking part in that tournament. So, and I think they learned some stuff, right? And I think they that's what it's all about. That's about just having fun, as long as you're having fun, it's a video game. Like people tend to take these things like video games way too serious these days. I just, I'm like, I've always maintained the whole like I play video games to have fun and I don't take them too serious. Um while I do care about the characters in the game and the stories and blah blah blah, the lore and stuff, but I don't take it like too serious. Don't ever take it too serious. Um, I'm gonna miss this guy. All right, anyways, so yeah, but we can talk about that stuff as well if people want to. So Ring of Fire. Let's read about that because I said we're gonna read that so that we can recap what happened. And then after several additional battles, the remaining leaders of the White Mantle lost both their power and their lives. So, remaining leaders, meaning that right now the White Mantle is leaderless. They are still at large, but we've kind of cut the head of the snake off, right? Because we killed Confessor Dorian in Thunderhead Keep, right? And now we killed the three inner council members. My cat has been crying nonstop for the last like 30 minutes, and I've been throwing stuff at her. She wants attention. She wants me to play with her. She wants me to chase her around the house, but I don't like to play with her because she gets really aggressive and she like literally there's not a moment where she's not going for the kill. Like she attacks you and she scratches and she bites and she goes like in for the kill, and I'm like, I can't play with you like that. It's annoying. According to the vizier, all that now remained was to destroy the Mursad's great weapon, the Door of Kamali. Interesting that they call it a weapon because the Door of Kamali isn't really um destroy. So the door itself isn't the weapon. They're blocking the door is what they're doing. They're not utilizing that. Um it's interesting because this stuff was later utilized, right, with Abaddon and stuff. So there was a not really nothing was retcon, but they kind of expanded on the stuff later on, which was interesting. But the door isn't a weapon, okay? So it's kind of weird. The Mursad are blocking. They have a shield over the door so nothing can come out of it because what's inside of it will destroy them. So they're just trying to keep it like plugged so nothing comes out. So it's just kind of weird. Destroy the great weapon, the Door of Kamali. Nestled deep within Abaddon's mouth, the largest volcano in the Ring of Fire Islands, the door is guarded by highly trained Mursad led by the Mursad's most powerful generals. In addition, the area is protected by traps, magically shielded walls, and a large number of enchanted golems. In fact, the defenses are so strong we were forced to push our way into their territory little by little and establish a solid foothold from which to launch our final attack. Sadly, Breknar Ironhammer was lost in the initial assault. Now we rest before the attack on the stronghold of Abaddon's Mouth. So yeah, so we did the little ceremony. Breknar is dead, and we had a little fire with him, and blah blah blah. And this vizier was like, "Well, don't let his death be in vain. Let it fuel you to move on." You done now? You can kind of see her. Oh, you can kind of see her there on the camera. She's just sitting there now. All right. We go in, guys. This is the main fortress, right? So we kind of talked about how there was installations, right? We had the towers, the ether seals, right, that we had to go through, and then we had this little entranceway where we could go around where it's not so heavily fortified, or we could go through the front. We went through the front, and then we had to go across the bridge and then take over the guardhouse. So that's where we just started from, was the guardhouse right here. You can kind of see the outpost. That's where we came from. And we're going here. I always love this. There's like a random forest here that there's like nothing going on here. I'm not gonna do the bonus on this because the bonus on this mission is like takes quite a while and it's kind of dangerous to mess up on, honestly. So I'm not even gonna bother with it. But yeah. So I think we get Vizier Kilron. Yeah. So he's here and he gives us Chimera of Intensity. He gives us a spell. So you actually your skills recharge 50% faster, they cost 50% less energy, and your movement speed is increased. So we actually get like powered up by him. He uses the scepter's power, and he says to us, so he's still there, but he's talking, and he says, "Our allies await, but the Onyx Gate guards the main passageway into Abaddon's mouth. I will cast an enchantment. I will cast an enchantment to help you break through the defenses, but its effects will not last long. Make haste to the Onyx Gate." So, or through the Onyx Gate? Make haste through the Onyx Gate, and I will meet you on the other side. So we have this giant fortress here that we're making our way through right now, okay? There's a harbor. This is the harbor. This is not quite the Onyx Gate yet, but this is, we're making our way through. I would like to take the opportunity, or as you know, as much advantage of this as I can. So that's why I'm kind of rushing through, because that spell is really powerful. Okay, having everything cost half means that people can just like spam their fucking spells and cast faster and attack faster and all the good things. So I'm trying to take advantage of all of that so I can break in. That's kind of why they have this so fortified right at the front gate here, because um, you get this spell, right? So they're like, okay, well, we need to have something to really make you feel like you're storming this fort. So we're gonna put all these enemies right at the front because you're getting this bonus anyway. So you should be okay. You should survive. But yeah, kind of works out. It makes it feel very epic, right? I'm also working. I did write a little bit today. So just so you guys know, today was supposed to be my relax day. Like usually Sundays, I try to do like my relax day, and not do too much like of anything really. I was just like lazy about. And then usually Mondays I start working on whatever, you know, doing stuff around the house or whatever it is I need to do. Um, but then, you know, that's because I don't work on Mondays. Well, I now have to work because my coworker is sick and I have to work tomorrow. So it kind of threw everything off. And I'm kind of like, ugh, I'm kind of been annoyed all day because I'm like, great, I have to work tomorrow and I don't want to. So Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I tried to get some stuff done. I wrote a little bit of a script today, for my next video, which will be the underwater expansion video. I think I have some really good ideas, guys. I think people don't realize the potential of an underwater themed expansion. And I know that immediately everyone goes right to like, well, underwater combat sucks. But it's like, honestly, guys, I have a really good concept for like making an expansion that's focused on underwater very interesting. There's some I don't want to sit here and be like, oh my god, I'm so awesome, I'm so cool, but I just think I have like a pretty good concept and ideas that I've come up with that people would really like. So I'm very excited to share that with you guys, and talk about that a little bit. So, but I hope you guys are doing well. Halloween is still going on. Happy Halloween to everyone. It's happening on Tuesday. I don't know if I probably will be here on Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have to work. I really wouldn't. I would really like to not work on Tuesday. Okay? Like, I hope my coworker, because she's supposed to be working on Tuesday, if she can't work Tuesday, like, I kind of don't want to work Tuesday. Because I said that I wanted to do the Halloween stream, right? And I'm like, I don't really want to. But yeah, we're storming the castle here, guys. What you see that light over there? I think that's something we're gonna see now. I hope you guys, I don't know, you guys have some fun planned for Halloween? I don't know what people are doing for Halloween. We get more bosses here. Mercia. Didn't we have Mercia the Smug in the last one? They get randomized. All these Mersat bosses and the Jade Armor bosses and stuff, they get randomized pretty much through this whole ordeal. We have to go for this Ether Seal. Wait, is this an Ether Seal that steals our power or no? I don't know. Can't tell. But we're doing pretty good, nonetheless. Let's go for the bosses. And yeah, balance patch. We were kind of talking a little bit about the balance patch. I don't know if I finished that thought. I think I started that thought, but I got on a tangent because I think I started talking about the raid tournament. But yeah, so we have the balance patch coming up. I don't know how people feel about it. I didn't see the stream. I just kind of read the notes. Because I don't play meta builds, okay? So I like to see what changes they're doing. I never play meta builds. I dislike it so much. Because you know, unless a meta build feels really fun, like when Staff Mirage was like the meta, like I was playing that because that was super fun to me. I really enjoyed that. But overall, like I don't usually play meta builds. They're very, you know, I get locked into a rotation and then I have to use certain skills and I have to use them at certain times and I have to do this and I have to do that and it drives me crazy. I don't like doing that. I like to have flexibility in the things that I do. Right? If there's no flexibility in the way that I play my game, then I hate it. It just drives me crazy because you get into the habit of just like using the same skills over and over again, right? Because that's what a rotation is. You use a skill in a set order, right? And you do that for every fight. You press 1, you press 2, you press 3, you press 4, you press 5, right? And next battle, and you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Whatever those buttons are, but you go through and you know that I'm just not a fan of rotations. I think they make it boring, especially a game like Guild Wars or Guild Wars 2, where, well, Guild Wars 2 more so, where the combat is like kind of skill based a little bit, and you get like the freedom of like moving around, and you're not rooted in place. You know, like a regular like MMO, like World of Warcraft or something, where you have to, um, you know, you have to you, you know, movement and like positioning and stuff aren't important because it doesn't matter, right? It's just you can like, you know, I can stand here or here or here as long as I'm not in like someone's AoE, like an enemy's AoE, it doesn't matter. But with Guild Wars 2, right, you can like move around and you can like attack from the side and from behind and like da da da, you know, it's like I don't like being locked in a rotation. Hey Emily, welcome. How are you? So we just destroyed 2 batteries. As you guys saw, there were like the batteries up here. You can kind of see how they're like smoking. That was locking the gate, so that's what we're opening. I also didn't read this. The largest volcano in the Ring of Fire island chain, Abaddon's Mouth, is rumored to be the gateway into the underworld, but only demons and devils would dare enter the fiery chasm. All other all others risk being burned to cinders before even getting to the magma's edge. Okay, so a rumor to go to the underworld, well, it goes to the realm of torment. We know this, right? I'm doing well. I have a little bit of a stomach ache. I don't know why. The Mossad know you're the ones to fulfill the Flameseeker prophecies. They will do anything in their power to keep you from reaching the Caldera. And then we get that Chimera of Intensity spell again, right? But the Mersat monk is fleeing, and he's fleeing kind of in fear, because he's like, oh my god, they're coming, right? He's just like, he's the guy that like lets everyone know, like everyone in position. I don't know why he stopped. I thought he runs further, but to let everyone know that we're coming. But they're like, oh my god, the demon is here. It's like Halo, you know, like how the grunts are like, the demon. Meh. Look at him. Look at him run. Hi, bitch. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It just randomly started earlier. I don't know why. I have been eating a lot of garbage, so I'm not surprised. I had this lasagna today. It was like a frozen lasagna, and it was pretty good, but it was like really small. It's just like, well, this sucks. It was like this tiny. I'm like, okay. Like the box will look bigger. You know how that always is. Ooh, flesh columns. I do not want to face those guys. That's where we would have to go for the bonus, I think. We have to go down there for it. But yeah, so we're kind of, as you guys can see, so that was the port where we kind of, if we went to the water, you would see ships and stuff. That's what they were using. That's where they were coming from, right? Because we know the White Mantle, they're over here, right? And we know that's kind of like their main base is over here at the Temple of the Unseen. And of course, like Lion Sarge and stuff. So they were using this northern area right here as a port. So that's what they constructed. But now we're going through the Onyx Gate. So this is one layer of the. You can see there's 3 layers to the Onyx Gate, right? Which is insane. Like just imagine, there's and there's bosses here. Do you see this? Karen the Destroyer, Willa the Unpleasant. They're literally mustering all of their forces right now to not let us to the caldera, because they're like, the door of Kamali has to stay closed or we're all gonna die. It's literally the survival of the race is on the line. Alright, I'm gonna just have them hang out there while I collect the money. So this is like very intense for the Mersat right now. For us, it's like whatever, walk in the park. We'll do it. We'll finish it off. It's okay. No big deal. For them, it's like, if we don't do this, we're all going to die. I mean, for us, it's also like, I should really go for the monk. I should really go for the healer in the group there. Kind of silly that I didn't do that. Let's kill him. Alright, perfect. Or her, or whatever. It. I guess they do have genders. Right? We've only met male Mersat though. In Guild Wars 1 at least, that have been voiced. Maybe we'll meet more, and I'm excited for Nios, guys. I'm very, very excited for Nio. I cannot, like, I think that, you know, I made the video the other day. I made the video where I kind of reviewed the, like, the studio update and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is Nios. I hope you guys are excited. I think the pictures are great. I can't wait to go there. I can't wait. And honestly, like, one thing that I kind of feel like, I mean, barely anyone watched the video, but no one commented on the idea that we're going to a 3rd realm. Like, what? No one is no one like realizing this is happening? All right, so we're going to the 2nd layer now. Okay, so we have another ether seal here. Like, we're going to, like, it's gonna be Tyria, Nios, and, like, Demon Realm. Very exciting stuff. Alright. And we get a little bridge. See, they have all these, look at this. This is, like, intense, okay? We're storming. I don't know if the bow people can hit. Maybe if I get rid of one side, but I can't use anything. I can't reach him, right? So I'm gonna have to ask my spellcasters to do the heavy lifting here. Can't even hit them with my bow, I don't think. Can I? No, it's obstructed. But they're doing pretty good. Pretty decent. Yeah, so. I'm gonna just start attacking this seal, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, that killed him. Okay. So I just think I mean, I that's what it seems like, because they're doing, like, you know, and again, I might just be like reading into things too much, but they were saying that you're doing, like, you're invading their home world. But if we're already in their home world, how are we, like, with the convergences, right? They're saying, like, oh, you're gonna invade the home world. It's like, But if we're already in the home world, how are we invading it? Are we just gonna be teleporting to another place in this realm? Or like, how does it work? Is it like heaven and hell, where it has like different layers to it or something? Like, that would be kind of weird. I don't know if I would like that. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird because ooh, I love this bridge. I love the ghostly bridge that we get here. Ooh. They could just like deactivate it and drop us right. Oh, I think we have a token. I don't care about the staff, but I want the token. Let me have the token. Um, yeah, I don't know. Before Secrets of the Obscure came out, I was talking about like, oh, we're going to the demon realm. Da, 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 da. Well, we didn't know, right? We didn't know what was gonna happen, right? That was my theory. My theory was that we would be going um, into the demon realm and stuff, and that's why I did like the tour of the realm of torment. But Nios really is in the demon realm. Like it was taken over by the demons, but it was originally the Mersat. So it's just kind of like, oh, okay, well, there's like another realm, and I didn't know if we were gonna go there, but then like now they're kind of confirming that we're going there. So this is really interesting. It's never been outright stated to be this, but um, so again, the bosses are kind of randomized, but I think one that you will find here very often is Optimus Caliph. And a lot of people are it's never been stated that way, I don't think. To be that. But people are suspecting that Optimus Caliph is like the leader. Because he's present in the there's a story. There's like a bonus mission where you can actually do you can play as Saul D'Alessio, and you can kind of play you can fight as Saul D'Alessio against the Char invasion, and you meet the Mersat. Like you can kind of do that, and he's actually present there. um and Optimus, so when you actually look on the wiki page, Optimus means highest in Latin, and Caliph is the Romanized form of the Arabic word Khalifa, which means successor or representative. So that would kind of mean that he's the highest successor, representative, or highest ruler. So it's suspected that Optimus Caliph is like the leader of the Mersat, right? He's like the big guy. Um, and so in the mission it states, so in the notes right here it states, as his name translates to highest ruler, and because he acts as the leader of Mercia the Smug and Lazarus the Dire and Rise of the White Mantle. So the mission that I just talked about, where you play as Saul D'Alessio, you can play that, and I might do that at some point. I haven't purchased the bonus missions for Guild Wars 1, but I might play it at some point. um but he is the lead. So Mercia the Smug, actually the one that we just killed earlier at the port, where I was talking about, like, that was the Mesmer boss, way early on in the port. Um, they He's actually the leader. So Mercia actually appears in that mission, as well as Lazarus the Dire. All three of them appear in that mission, but he's the leader of the three of them. So all of these things hint towards this guy, this guy right here, this elementalist, being the leader of the Mersat. And they don't ever say anything like that. They never state it to be true. You just kind of waltz in here and kill him. And it's very unceremonious. It's nothing, never gets mentioned anywhere. It's really weird. Um, but yeah. Demon Rasad. That would be kind of cool. Demon Rasad and Nios. That would be like taken over, like kind of Maban taken over by demons or whatever. Maybe have them like physically look different too, because they've been just for a very long time been corrupted or something. I don't know. I'm very curious to see even just the other demons, the houses, the representative of the houses, even Eparch. Like, what does Eparch look like? It's so cool that we don't like know anything. I think it's really, really cool. All right, so we're killing the leader of the Mersad here. Die, evildoer. And then Sarlik the Judge is, I guess, another leader. Not like, top leader, but like, inner council level of leader, I guess. With life transfer. I didn't do it in time. I was trying to knock it down. Alright, let's kill it. There we go. Boom, done. See, like nothing. There's nothing. We just killed the leader of the Mossad and nothing happens. But he's also, so he does have like 3 different spawn locations. He could be spawning where Mercia was. He could be spawning where some of the other bosses were. They kind of have like random spawn locations. But I find, for me personally, that he spawns here at this spot. This is the last line of defense. So we went through gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, and then there was actually we went across the bridge, which didn't have like, there wasn't a gate or anything like that. That was open, right? This is just like another area, but there's another gate, and this is the final one. This is the final one. We're gonna now go into the caldera, and there's Vizier Kilborn. He's already waiting for us. He's already teleported in. But yeah, this is the very last line of defense. It's really weird that these batteries, that these jade armor, they're not batteries. The batteries are the other things. These are like the sleeping jade armors. They don't come to life. I thought they did at some point. I'm not sure. We're gonna be going over there at some point as well. We're gonna see that area over there. Um, yeah, Secrets of the Obscure got really yeah, Secrets of the Obscure hands down had amazing lore, and it's actually something that I, in the new video, talk about how, amazing how they expanded on the world. They took old, like, over the last like 11 years, I got kind of sick and tired of ArenaNet just like using new, like, creating new things, new lore things. It's fine to do that, but it's like you have all these loose threads that you're kind of leaving, and many times they've kind of stepped on their own foot in that sense, because um they, with, for example, like the Sanguinary Blade. It's like one of my, Iceroot Saga, I always talk about this. Iceroot Saga was very crippling for the world building and the, like, the, connectivity between all the different events that are happening, all the different lore, like the lore that has been created for the dragons and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's very just like, okay, this is not really what, Icewood Saga was just bad in that way. And one of the biggest things is like the Sanguinary Blade, right? I still picture to this day, like an Icewood Saga where we actually get like a proper like Primordus arc, where we actually try to find a way to defeat Primordus. And so in order to defeat Primordus, we use the Sanguinary Blade, which is made out of Jormag's blood, and then we use Air's bow that's been infused with Jotun magic to defeat um, Jormag. Right? It's like there are 2 weapons that are like, we know that they're the opposing forces, but we do have 2 weapons that are like perfectly aligned that were there. Right? It would have been so cool if Ryland would have just used the Sanguinary Blade, like if he had but no, he created his own little like icy little fire sword or whatever, and it's really stupid and really annoying. So yeah, Turai Asa, Sears, Mersad, yeah, so many old things that were brought back that they finally tie in. That they expanded the world really well, and I that's why I said that I think the props really goes to Indigo, because I think she's very like, she's like us, like she's like me, where she enjoys the lore so much, and she just really wants like to pull things out of there, because she was like the lead on it, right? Wasn't she like one of the big people? Um, yeah, no new Jotun lore, but just having her in the story, we could see things happen, right? I Another thing that ArenaNet, like, I actually like that we didn't get any Jotun lore stuff, because ArenaNet tends to like do too much, right? And in past expansions, it's been like they try to do too many things, and then other things fall short. So you know, I'm kind of glad that we didn't get like, because imagine we tried to like shoehorn Jotun lore in there as well, and it's like, okay, that it's becoming like too much. Like the Mersat thing makes sense, the seer thing makes sense because, you know, we finally get to see a seer, right? So it makes sense that we see that. And then, you know, the Mersat thing makes sense because we see another Mersat, but also we're going to the realm of the Mersat. So it kind of makes sense in that, you know, the things that they've added. But I feel like anything Jotun would have like been shoehorned in to the point where it's like, okay, why are we talk? Why is this important? Like, oh, you're just trying to talk about it because you have a Jotun now, right? So I feel like everything in time, like maybe even going to Nayo's, maybe we'll find out something about the Jotun. Maybe Dagda will give us some background or something, or maybe even the fractal. We don't even know what the fractal is, right? The fractal could be about that. You know, we don't know. Could be anything. So, all right. Anyways, so we're nearing the caldera here, and you can already see that's the door of Komali. So they have these. It's like a shield around the very mouth of the volcano, very like center, the caldera of the volcano, and it has these like, you know, it has a shield, and then it has these battery like things that are, these are actual batteries, okay, and these batteries are what's powering that shield. So here is the he gives us that same spell, and he says, at last the door of Kamali, right here. um those seals hold back our allies. Break them open and bring this fight to an end. Hold back our allies? We don't know anything about any allies, okay? So one thing that's really cool here, so yes, we do have these batteries, right? We can fight them, but the door actually reacts to us destroying them. Watch this. Do you see that? Sections of the shield fall down, right? And it's like, ooh, okay, so as we destroy more and more of the seals, um, the it becomes the actual gate opens up. That's really cool. It's a really cool effect that not like everyone looks at. We get these seal guards here. We gotta destroy the seal guards. We don't have to, but they're just gonna overwhelm us if we kind of ignore them. They're only level 10, so they're really easy to just take care of. There's a Mersat Guardian here. Oh yeah, they kind of appear. They're like, oh no, oh he's flying. Look at high speeds over here. He's coming towards us, floating towards us. Really dangerous stuff there. Yeah, Ember Bay was a little disappointing with that. Like I hated that they completely, like, I get that it's like a volcanic island and, you know, blah blah blah, and they like changed what it looked like, but I felt like there was a lot of missed potential for them. But we still have, like, there's still space for them to explore the Ring of Fire Island, the Ring of Fire Islands. So maybe in the future we'll get to see something. Who knows? Oh god, now we have Mersad Guardians coming from behind. That's not good. Let's kind of try to take care of them as well. We actually get some competent henchmen. Like I said, Devona and, like, you know, Sin, and they're much more capable. Does he reapply the spell if I get close to him? I wonder. Hello, do you want to give me that spell again? It's just kind of hanging out. Just waiting. Yeah, I don't think we got any Jotun lore. I think there might be like little hints here and there. Um, but again, I haven't done some of the achievements, so I'm not sure. There might be some stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh no, Devona's dead now. Oh my goodness, we're getting attacked from all the sides right now. It's gonna attack this guy. They can take care of the other guy. Did they kill him? No. But that's okay. So, see, more stuff is breaking as we destroy the seals. I'm gonna watch for the next one. You guys can see more of the shield breaking. Watch it. Boom, there it goes. See a hole in there, and it's like, ooh. Kind of tries to fill it in. Still tries to... I'm gonna just kill this guy. He literally has no health. He's about dead. Like, look at this. Boop, dead. One little arrow just ends him. Boom, boom. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Yeah. I didn't see anything break that time. Did anything? I didn't see anything change there. That was kind of weird. That was kind of weird, but that's okay. Alright, there it is. So the souls are coming out, right? Out of the realm of torment. We don't know this now, but... Oh, there's a random chest that spawned in the lava. Interesting. What a spawn location. So here's the vizier. He's like, ooh, I've done it. So obviously we knew already that he was the Lich, right? I mean, he carries around the Scepter of Ore the whole time, so we kind of are like, that's obviously the same guy. Or I'm sorry, Legavo. Is it Legavo or Malman? I always forget which one is which. I think Legavo, right, is the Scepter of Ore. So he's like, ooh, just like the prophecies, just like the Flameseeker prophecy says. So we're defeating Titans now. These are the demons from the realm of torment. From the Foundry of Failed Creations, or whatever it's called. Something like that.
To Lion's Arch. To Thunderhead Keep.
So he's sending Titans out now.
You will go to Rin. Destroy them.
So he's sending them to all the capital cities, right? Lion's Arch is the capital of Tyria, in this time at least. Or Kryda, I'm sorry, Tyria? Kryda, I mean. And this becomes an outpost. So this is the last out. This bloodstone, and this is a bloodstone, guys. We're on top of the bloodstone. Is much smaller than the one that we find in Bloodstone Fen, right? The one in Bloodstone Fen, almost everyone, even like every Guild Wars 2 player, should know the one in Bloodstone Fen. But yeah, this is the bloodstone in the caldera. But yeah, so the Titans come out, and he controls them with Legavo, and he sends them to all the capital cities to destroy them. And yeah, so I really love that effect on him. And it's weird, or it's not really weird. Like, you know, like you can see, this is a different effect between the two things. Kind of distinguishing, like, this is bloodstone, and this is like whatever their jade is made out of. I guess jade. Pick a color of jade. But yeah, so here we are. So he said, so Vizier Kilbron says like, oh yeah, the Flameseeker prophecies, just like they said, and he actually misinterprets the Flameseeker, and we will kind of hear that, I think, in the next mission. He will kind of hear how he misinterprets them a little bit, because he believes himself to be the Flameseeker. I think he mentions that, which is in the Flameseeker prophecies. That's like the one that, you know, kind of like brings an end to the thread or whatever, Tyria or whatever. So but we are actually the Flame Seekers, and we're the one that's actually gonna, we're the ones that are gonna actually kill him. So out on Smouse. So we only have one more mission. This is the last mission, guys. Hell's Precipice is the last mission. I didn't think we were gonna get through this so fast, but Hell's Precipice is a pretty difficult mission. And it's pretty long too, so we're gonna take our time. Oops, I didn't mean to go there. So, how could I have been so blind? All this time I trusted Vizier Kilbrand's counsel and thought he had all our best interests at heart, while in truth everything he did was to further his own agenda. I did what everyone asked of me. I opened the door of Kamali, but to my dismay, I learned that the door held back the evil titans, and the Mersad were actually attempting to protect the world from their wrath. After the door cracked, the Vizier revealed himself to be a Lich Lord and took control of the Titans with the Scepter of Ore. With the Mersad in shambles, there is no one left to stop the Lich but me. I have little time before he sends his Titans across here to rule the world. Yeah, they're pretty. They're pretty. I mean, I feel like, yeah, they're pretty similar, right? Especially the Ash one, the Ash Titans that we're gonna see, the Ash folks or whatever they're called. They're pretty close to that as well. I really love the little ghost effect. Ooh. Don't they look like what is it, Reza? How do you pronounce Reza? The little the mist creature that we get in Nightfall. It's not really a person, right? It's like a mist construct or whatever. Kind of looks like that. Because he has that weird headpiece. Anyways. Or it has the weird headpiece. Who is this person? Why is there like a random named... The Vizier has used you just as the Mersad used my soul. What do you need to know? Who are you? In life, my name was Jacob Salinger. I was one of the unlucky chosen who were executed on Bloodstone in the Maguma jungle. How did you get here? Thousands of chosen, just like me, were killed upon the Bloodstones. Our souls were captured inside the soul batteries and brought here to power the door of Kamali. So the batteries that we just destroyed, these souls were inside of them, but we freed them. That means that, yes, those spirits you fought after destroying the soul batteries were once chosen, just like you. But time and their imprisonment has changed many of them. But not all of us were transformed into those hideous things. Some of us remained good and pure at heart, and we are grateful to be free, but thanks to Vizier Kilbrand's treachery, our release came with a price, the release of the Titans. What do you know about the Vizier? Before this hearing, he was the advisor to the King of Ore in all matters arcane. When the Char reached the borders of Ore, the Vizier delved into the sacred tombs beneath Ara, the city of the gods. There, he found and unfurled one of the forbidden scrolls. Reading the dark magic upon it, he managed to turn back the Char invasion, but at great cost. The resulting explosion sank Ore into the sea and transformed the Vizier from a living being of flesh and bone into an undying lich, made of ichor and decay. Sorry. Do they though? I don't think so. I hard disagree with that. I don't think the Titans look that good. They're just like these random. I mean, I don't know. They to me actually they're comparable. I would say like I am not as, I don't know. I feel like the Cryptus have more variety. I know that they're reused models, but if you look at just like what the Titans look like versus, I think the Cryptus. I think I like the Cryptus more. Personally. I find them both to be pretty boring, like designs, though. To be honest. To be honest. To be fair. Okay, enough of this AC blowing on me. Okay. Now that he possesses the Scepter of Ore, the Vizier can take control of the Titans. There is no army on Tyria powerful enough to defeat them. With such power, there is little that would stand in his way. What must I do? You must catch that lich. Catch Vizier Kilbrand and stop him from using the power to destroy the world. I open the door, and now I'll put things right. You have made the right choice. Godspeed. What kind of explains stuff? Yeah. So, and then we get this right here. The switchback route that runs along the ridge of Abaddon's mouth is known to any who have ventured here as Hell's Precipice. One look into the caldera of the furious volcano will explain why. So we're actually gonna be teleported out of here, and then we have to walk all the way around to get back into the caldera. It's really weird. And then we're coming from this. So we came down from this side. I think we're coming up from this side that time, and we're gonna be fighting, or maybe not. I don't know. No, I think we actually come up from where I said we're gonna be over there later, across that little lava pond. I was looking across there. I think that's where we're coming from. All right, let's get in. Let's get in there. Let's kill Vizier Kilbron and end his reign. All right, so we have to fight Titans now. They're very powerful. They're very powerful. What happens with them? So the Burning Titans, when they get defeated, they turn into risen ashen hulks. Hulks. Jesus, I can't even speak. And then they turn into these guys, a Fist of the Titans and Hand of the Titans. So even though you defeat them, as you can see here, they just turn into another creature. So it's very annoying and kind of tough. Yeah, I don't know. I find the Titans to be really boringly designed. I mean, they're just like they look like volcano. Why can't I talk? Volcano elementals is what they look like to me. I mean, they're not. Look pretty boring. But so the Vizier will actually appear before us here in a second, and he'll actually like taunt us. So that's always fun. There he is. Ah, my friends, how nice of you to stick around. You have much work to do. I bid you adieu. Okay. Yeah, so we get teleported. Like I said, we get teleported out of the caldera. I don't even know. Yeah, so we're like on the other side of the gate. You know, I don't know, we just get teleported out, and then we have to walk around and stop the Titans. It's really weird. Oh, hello. There they are. I mean, one concept that I do like about the original Titan is that they're three-legged. Three-legged creatures are really cool. Like three-legged monsters. Because we always get like, you know, on 2 legs, on 4 legs, on 6 legs, or whatever, you know, but it's like the uneven numbers is what's interesting to me. Like that. I finished, look, we get a whole army of these people over here. Jesus. I finished Zelda Tears of the Kingdom today, guys. It's been a journey. I really the last week I've been really pushing to finish it, to like play through the story, and like obviously I'm not one of those people that like 100% and like finds every shrine and finds every Korok, like 1,000 Korok seeds. Like I don't do any of that stuff. But I kind of wanted to like do most of it, get pretty strong, get like a lot of hearts, do a lot of the cool puzzles, do a couple of side quests, you know. There's a lot to do in that game, and I've just kind of been tugging along over the last couple of months with it. You know, like initially I played a lot of it, and I even played it on stream, like initially when it came out, when I got it. And then I kind of like, over the last couple months, I've only been playing little bits here and there. Like I would turn it on for like 30 minutes to an hour, like once a week, and like do a couple of shrines, and like maybe do one of the big dungeons or something, and then just turn it off. And I'm just like, oh my god. So this last week I really pushed for like, let me finish this. So that was like my mission today. Like I woke up early this morning, and I was just like, I'm finishing Tears of the Kingdom today. It's gonna happen. And I did, and it was very fun. It was very good. It was very good. There's some stuff, obviously, you know, I've talked about how I think it's a terrible sequel to Breath of the Wild. you know, it's like pretty much retcon everything that ever happened in Breath of the Wild. Is really freaking weird to me. Um, but it's a great game nonetheless. It's super fun, and the ending was really good. I really liked the last boss fight. You know, it wasn't as like it's so weird because I'm on the Tears of the Kingdom Reddit, and there's people on the Reddit that will be like, I'm getting ready to fight Ganondorf, you know, and they have like pictures of their inventory or whatever, and they're like, am I ready to go? Right? And they have like all these things, all these like armor sets and like, you know, weapons and food and like all these things, like they're just like loaded up, right? And people are like, oh, you're gonna have a hard time, you're gonna have a hard time, that's not enough stuff. And I'm like, you know, they have like 20 billion hearts, and I'm just like, how hard is Ganondorf? And honestly, if like I lost more hearts before Ganondorf than at the Ganondorf fight, like any of the like the all of the fights that are Ganondorf, like because you have to get to Ganondorf, right? Not that I'm trying to spoil anything for people, but like you have to get to Ganondorf and you have to fight like a bunch of enemies. I lost way more health, way more health. Like I didn't heal. I think I healed once when I was fighting Ganondorf. Once. And on my way there, I skipped the Lino fight, I skipped the Gloom Hands fight, I skipped a bunch of the fights that were there, and I ended up healing, I think, like 5 times. So I'm just like, it seems kind of odd. I'm probably gonna die here, guys, because I'm fighting these guys. They have burning. There's so much burning. There's so much burn damage on this. Really, well, they don't look boring at all. I mean, I find everything else about them. I like the idea of three-legged cool. Everything else about them is boring. I like the idea of 3 legs. But you know, I don't know. Everything else is kind of, they look like elementals, especially these. These are just like redesigns of like, you know, the other, like the lower levels are just redesigns anyways. The hulks and the fists and hands, they're just redesigns. So they're just like what cryptas are in Secrets of the Obscure, right? They're just like painted over models. But yeah, I just like the 3 legs, but I don't like any of the rest. Like they look weird to me. I don't know. Like I said, I would probably be, I would, if I had to say, I'd probably say I'm kind of like it's equal for me if I compare them to Cryptus, honestly, on like design wise. Like I said, I just like the idea of 3-legged because you don't see that very often. Like it's unique. That's what makes them unique. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm more of a like, you know, they're coming from a demon realm. They're coming from like the underworld. I really wish they would. I don't know, because I really like the realm of torment enemies. Like those are actual demons. You know what I mean? And I really think that's so cool. To me, that's really cool. Like having actual demons like that. Oh my god, we're getting. Oh, we're getting fucked up. Yeah, we're dead. We're done. We're donezo. Dude, that's a really tough spot right there because we have all these guys that are just inflicting so much burning on us. Yeah, we're dead. We're gonna have to redo this. I'm gonna probably be stuck here for a minute trying to do this. Do they have like a Realm of Torment creature that uses the model of the Titans? I mean, besides the Titans that you find in the Realm of Torment, I'm just saying, like, is there another demon that uses that? Because it would be really cool. Like, imagine a 3-legged fleshy creature. There's something right there. You know what I mean? I think they're also very similar to like the legs, for example, right here. They look like the meat wings on Ceres, right? Like kind of the way that they're designed. So there's some similarities to the cryptas as well. If you take the fire away from them, they just look like a variant of cryptas, I think. Maybe they took inspiration from that. Maybe they were like, ooh, what kind of demons did we face in Guillermo's one? But yeah, I can't wait to see what legendary. So because we're gonna be getting like house members of the cryptos, right? And we're gonna get legendary enemies as they're talking about, like, ooh, legendary enemies. They were talking about in the update. So I'm very excited to see these legendary enemies. I'm very excited to see convergences. Like I said, I have my reservations as well on convergences. I don't, I feel like it's another DRM situation. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but Um, I'm trying to not be negative, but I might get super negative if they turn out to be like DRMs. Like if by next year we, no one does, and I I wouldn't think why would anyone be doing them, right? Like the convergences. Why should they persist beyond Secrets of the Obscure? I don't see a reason. Um, only for the legendary armor, right? That's the only reason. But I'm sure ArenaNet is probably gonna make some way of acquiring that PvE legendary armor some other way in future expansions. Uh, so I don't know, but I just think that convergences I'm very iffy on, and I really hope like ArenaNet, because they keep putting effort into making these things. Like the idea of DRMs isn't bad, but the idea is that hey, we're gonna have DRMs and we're only gonna use that for Iceberg Saga, and then after that they're completely forgotten and they mean absolutely nothing, and the rewards are just like not that good, and you don't want to, there's no reason to do them. So just don't. Right? It's just like, okay, well, great. Yeah, yeah. I hope not. I really hope they're not just gonna do like, Avatar of Regret or Avatar of Gluttony or what, all the different avatars just with the legendary tag on it. I mean, that would be really lazy. I would be thoroughly disappointed as well in that sense. That's why I'm like very iffy. I mean, I'm gonna be very excited about going to Nios and about the lore, but also I'm concerned about the like immersion, right? And it's like, well, if I don't know. So I really hope they don't like, because they're legendary enemies. They should really have some unique like assets for that. And they had more than enough time to create unique assets. Okay, I don't like the excuse of like, oh, ArenaNet is just a small indie developer. Like, only works so often, only works so much. And like I said, I tend to give ArenaNet the benefit of the doubt, but they better have some cool models for those. I'm gonna be honest, like. And I don't want like demos with like, instead of wings getting a hat or something. Like I don't, I don't want that either. Like, oh, it's Deimos with a top hat. He's the leader of House Nephis. Like, I don't want that. Like a tail or something. Ooh, a tail would be kind of cool. We haven't seen like demon creatures with tails. Like a weird, like a devil's tail kind of thing. Okay. I'm gonna have to play a little smarter here. I'm gonna try to lure this guy. Can I just lure him? Perfect. I kind of hated bounties, but with years and making living trigger, I really like them, and compared to rifts, they're miles more enjoyable. I really do like bounties as well. I think they're really cool because they're so accessible, right? And they're easy to pick up, right? And you just go in there, and I love, they introduced the new mechanics of like, oh, each one has like two different mechanics that are, and once you learn the mechanics, it's really nice. You kind of just like figure out like, oh, okay, it's this and this, and you know exactly what you need to do, right? It's like, oh, I gotta jump over the beams that are coming around or whatever, which was super inspired by like how Diablo does their bosses and stuff, where they have like certain like abilities that they can have or whatever. And I like that. I mean, I think it's very, very I like bounties. I've always liked bounties. I don't think I've ever really had. If I've said something bad in the past about bounties, then I have changed my mind on them. But I do like bounties. They're, and again, they're like kind of they're, compare them to other things that they have created that are like quote unquote PvE endgame, like dragon response missions and stuff like that. They're so accessible, and they're like, even nowadays you can still do them. Like, new people, you can still find new people to do them, right? I was just today in Elon Riverlands, and people were doing bounties, and I was just like, okay. I'm like, it wasn't like a daily or anything, or maybe people had it as a daily or something. I don't know. I didn't have it as a daily, but I helped out with one because I walked by it, so I was like, sure. But I like the accessibility. If you get a couple people in there, you can just grab it real quick, go. It doesn't, it's not on a timer. It's not on a specific location. You just like, or it is in a specific location, but you have like so many of them, right? It's like every map has like different ones and stuff. I don't know. And they have like some unique bosses in there. Like the legendary ones are pretty cool on that end. Okay, so here I'm gonna have to play a little smarter because these sparks will wreck my fucking anus in not a good way. So let's see, because I have these guys. Oh my god, run! I lured one group accidentally, and that was perfect. So they converge, as you guys can see, they converge on the spot right here, all of the groups. From this area, and then they go off. One goes down that path, one goes down that path, one goes behind there, two go over here, and it's just bad news. Okay, let's get the sparks. Wow, 2 people died. Yeah, the sparks are the evil ones. The rest are, whatever. Ivona is kind of getting her ass kicked, but that's okay. We have 2 healers. We should be okay. And rifts are fine. Rifts are okay. But again, it's like, I talked about this, I think, in my review of Secrets of the Obscure. It kind of sucks because you need a specific item in order to be like, oh, higher tier, I need to craft an item. And it just becomes kind of weird because it's like, now I have to depend on these enemies to have, or on these people oh, do you see this? Do you see how they're sprinting over here? Oh my god. Pull him. You come to me, please. Oh my god, look at this. This is so bad. I got everyone involved. This is, yeah, it's not good enough. Come on. I'm sorry, I don't even know what I was just saying. I just gotta focus on this right now. And I really, the thing with bounties was also because, once you create a system, and you can utilize that system, like, you want to create a system that you're going to get the most use out of, right? Like, Dragon Response Missions was complete waste of developer time and the company money and, resources, because you make them and, like, no one wants to play them now. So what's the fucking point? You're making this as the, like, oh, this is the new end game PvE, but they've, it's just kind of like, that's why I'm like, Excursion, like, the convergences, like, that's gonna be, look, there's the ancients here. That might also, like, lead to the same thing. But things like bounties, you can expand on that, right? You can create unique models, introduce new mechanics to it, right? Because we all know that, each bounty has 2 mechanics to them, like 2 specific mechanics that they can have, right? So you can introduce new enemies. Again, I've talked about this many times. Secrets of the Obscure did really well by using the sky scale models. We have so many. Like, I wish they would use the mounts. We have like dozens of mount models. They could use those as enemies any point in time. Like, literally use those, right? You have already like assets that are made for your game. Like, fucking use them. This is gonna end bad again, isn't it? Like, everyone's dying. This is gonna be a tough fucking fight. Lena's just getting bashed. She's gonna die. No, she's dead. Oh, I thought she died, but she didn't. She got healed instead. I mean, they're slowly making their way through the enemies, but and both healers are alive currently, so I don't know. I wish this feature was in Guild Wars 2. I don't know why they don't have it, where I can like follow another player while I'm dead, instead of just laying on the ground listening to that same death music. Ugh, it drives me crazy. I don't know why they haven't changed it. I know I can change it myself, but fuck. It's one of the most annoying things on the planet. Lena, don't die, please. No, don't die. Oh my god, that was so bad. We're never gonna make this mission. Alright, someone revive Devona, please. The Herald of Balthazar needs to get up. Not time yet. Alright, there's the Ancient Seer. She's hanging out. Oh, I love how they're fighting. She says, unchecked, the Titans will rend Tyria asunder. Stopping the Lich is the only real way to defeat them. But there's more to this problem than you know. Among the Titan Horde are their champions, the Armageddon Lords. If they're not stopped, these demons will surely bring an end to both man and beast. Most likely, the Lords will be the last ones through the portals that have been opened. So that's the bonus, actually. We do get introduced to the bonus as we venture through just the main mission here, if we talk to her. Yeah, I don't know if does she say anything else? Yeah, so I guess she wants me to defeat those. Alright, so we have a boss coming up. Tortitudo Probo. Tortitudo Probo. Whatever that means, it's some kind of Latin name, I'm sure. Going after Lena again. They love Lena. I'm telling you, protection rungs are super important. I really like them. I like protection rungs. I know that that's like not meta at all. You're supposed to use like ritualist healers or necro rid healers or whatever, but I do like protection prayers. I think they can be very, not exploity, but they can be very, very powerful. I'm not gonna deal with these guys. I'm just gonna go around. So as you guys can see, we're kind of looping around. Again, Guild Wars 1 can do that where they loop around, so you know you don't need a massive area to do your mission. The Mersad are being quickly swept away, as will all those who stand before my legions. Soon you will all be crushed. There's a molten claw. Boom. Lena's getting attacked again. Getting chased. Ooh, Menlo. Oh my god, look at Menlo. Holy crap. Good bird. Do it. Oh, I'm kind of hungry too. I don't know what I want. I might have a bagel. I have some bagels in the fridge. I don't know. Alright, let's move on. There's enemies coming and I don't want to deal with them. Alright, there's an Armageddon Lord, there's another one, and then there's a third one, I think, in the back there. Maybe, yeah, there's three, right? I don't know where the third one is. It's kind of tough to fight them. You want to lure them out because they're sitting in lava, so like your team will just constantly be burning, which is really bad. What did he say? Oh, he didn't say anything. I was gonna say I saw the Vizier. Oh, the third one is there. It just hadn't. So what will happen here? It's actually kind of probably a good thing to defeat the Armageddon Lords because they will constantly spawn these hands of the Titans. You'll see them. They will constantly spawn out of them. And oh, look at this. We got one. And it's very just annoying because they'll just keep spawning these hands of the Titans, which makes everything else harder because we have to close these portals back here. And that's our goal. So these are the portals. It says right there, disable the Titan portals. So these are the portals to all the different areas in the world, right? We have like all these different places that the Titans are getting teleported to. Most of them are the main, I think like all the big towns, I guess, or whatever. Let's see if I can lure this other Titan. There's so many of them. Where are they coming? I was just like, I didn't want to lure him while we were still fighting like 4 of them. Like, now we can. Oh, yeah. Don't go in the lava, please. So I'm gonna tell you guys to stand right. And then I'm gonna lure him. See, it's like I'm on fire. Oh, I was gonna say, is he not gonna come down here? Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go. Right. They're not very tough, these Armageddon Lords, honestly, but they do crumble down and they do spawn more enemies, so like the regular Titans. We're actually gonna do this. It's actually helpful to do the bonus on this one. Like I said, that's gonna alleviate some of these titans. As you guys can see how many, like, he spawned like 2 of them that are walking down here. And they just walk into these portals that we have. But it's just gonna be like constantly more reinforcements as we try to venture through. And that's just really annoying. So, alright, you guys stop right here. I'm gonna draw him in. Come on, Maester. Come on, Maester. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh god, he just spawned so many enemies. Oh, and wait, a boss spawns out of him? That's interesting. Wait, that's really... No, that's... Wait, where did this boss come from? I don't know where that boss came from. I did not see that boss earlier. I don't know if he was there the whole time and I maybe didn't pay attention, but I felt like there was no one around. Let's kill these hands first. These hands and fists are so annoying. I kind of have to like focus on the road. I feel like there's more. Oh my god, there's another boss. What is wait, what is going on? Where are these bosses coming from? I don't even get it. I don't even understand what's happening. Hey, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. Attack! What are you doing, bird? Oh my god, I can't believe we lost because of these random bosses that spawned. That I don't remember that. I don't remember that being a thing. I would have been way more careful if I'd known that was gonna happen. So yeah, we're done. Oh my god, what the fuck? That was really annoying, guys. Alright, well, at least I've done the bonus at least. So I don't have to worry about that. I guess I'm just gonna avoid them. I don't know where those 2 bosses came from. I did not see them, and all of a sudden there was 2 bosses there, and they were spawning enemies, and I don't know where they came from. They just like teleported in, and it was the most annoying thing I've ever experienced in my life. Alright, anyways, like I said, I'm probably gonna be stuck on this mission for a while, so this is actually fine. Because I was just like, well, what if we're already through the mission, and what am I gonna do after that? But I don't think I'm gonna have to. Because that's not like at all the end of the mission. Like there's more stuff that comes after that. So I like no sound. Just a little bit. I do not want to work tomorrow. I don't like working Mondays, okay? I'm just gonna say. I don't mind helping out, but I don't have to like it. I don't have to like it. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid the Armageddon Lords and just try to make my way through closing the portals. You can try to attack the Lich, but he actually teleports away immediately as soon as you attack him. So unless you can do like some major damage against him, which is not really possible, but... There's 3 risen. Oh my god, this is gonna turn into a disaster, isn't it? Alright, I gotta go for the low ones as they spawn, because the hands and fists, because otherwise this is just gonna be just too many enemies, I think, are gonna spawn. Okay, next one. Just gonna do one at a time. Oh no, yeah. Okay, go for it. No, don't kill that guy. You were not supposed to attack them. My bird killed the guy, and he wasn't supposed to. Had someone else targeted, but that's fine. Oh boy. Alright. Let's try to do this again. There's 3 around this time? I don't remember that being the case before. Is there 3 before this? No. I remember there being 2. I don't remember there being 3. But I don't know if there's like random spawn locations for some enemies where they're like, oh, here, you know, we can spawn here, here, or here. Because then that would explain it. Alright, let's wait until we heal up, because a lot of people are burning, and energy is probably low on a lot of our team members, so. I don't know how the energy management is on some of these henchmen. Because I don't think they don't dual class, so it's just like monk is really hard to like get anything energy. I kind of want to go for these guys. I don't want to go. Because they do the burning, and that's just like the worst. We're gonna have to systematically fight these. So now, once they spawn, we kill these guys. Kill that guy. Okay. Back here. Alright, cool. Oh. Alright, cool. So, again, here we have to be very careful because they're sporadically all just gonna. So there's Maligo Libbins, the one that kind of surprised us out of nowhere. Maligo? Libbins? See? Watch them run. To the center. Look at that. It's dangerous. And obviously they don't converge at the same time and then get like spread out again. So it's just like, oh, one group might go and one group might go and one group might go and okay, is anyone gonna over here? What is that? I'm gonna attack this guy and just run away. I was trying to get one group. Oh, wait, no, come back. Oh god, Lena's just running forward. Okay. Let's attack. Let's kill these guys. No, Lena's dead. Yep, that's what you get for running ahead, stupid healer. Oh boy, this is a disaster I've ever seen. Look at this. This is dying. Oh, it's because we got another group of sparks and we're done. This is frustrating. Alright, here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to bring Ridlock in. I have 36 skill points. I don't know how much better Ridlock is gonna, like, what difference he's gonna make, but at least that's like one more body, I guess. Oh, look! I was recording the video here. I love it. Alright, let me put that in there. Didn't really want to use items and stuff, so I kind of want to keep my items. Yep, last mission. You make sure it's like a kick-ass mission. Alright. Yeah, because I don't want to use any of my items. Like, I don't really want to use any of this stuff. That's okay. Alright, let's try to see if that makes a difference. Probably not, but it's fine. I'm gonna also try to change it, maybe. Maybe take the Brawler as well. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference at all. Instead of maybe Aiden. Try different team comps, I guess. If, you know, maybe having some more heavy armored people in the group might help. Go, Ridlock. Show us what you got. Oh, he actually got a... Oh, he didn't get a fiery dragon sword. He actually got a vampiric dragon sword. Interesting. He's actually super strong, too, for like an NPC. Like a summon. He's pretty good. I wish we had a vampiric dragon sword in Guild Wars 2. Because we got Jormax Breath, but we didn't get that one. Because I kind of like the black and red, or purple and red, or whatever. He has a weird stance when he stands. I think that's a bug. I don't think he's supposed to be standing like that. Alright, let's focus on one at a time again. We don't want an army of them to come out. Do it. Kill them. Peck them to death. Might as well call him Skarmory for, like, you know, he's attacking rock monsters and he's like, no problem, I can just peck at him with my beak. See, now there's just two. Telling you, it's trying to fuck with me. Like, we're just gonna make it harder for no reason. Yeah, like I said, Ridlock does do... Can't control him. He kind of does whatever he wants, but he does do pretty good. Oh, don't die, Ridlock. Jesus. We haven't even gotten to the hard part yet. Oh god. Get those guys that do burning. There we go. Cover a little bit of energy. That'd be good. While we're waiting for the new enemies to spawn. And luckily the little fists and hands spawn really quickly, so we can continue our onslaught as we go along. Alright. Do it. Kill him. We're doing good now, but we'll see. We shall see. So what I'm going to try to do is try to get to them before they start converging. Oh, I can't do that because Ridlock is just going to die if I do that. Whatever I try to do, I can't do it right. See if I can intercept them. I can't even do that. See how fast they are? Holy shit, dude. Alright. Maybe we can avoid them. Let's try it this way. See, they all converge. Let's just walk by them. Boom, problem solved. Okay, let's go for the spark again. Go for the sparks, kill them, heal, heal. This stupid bone horror out of here. Okay. Go for the hands and fists. Please. Okay. Does each kill give me experience points? Because every time you get experience points, if you have like negative morale, what's it called? Death penalty. If you have like a death penalty, some percent go away. So, oh my god, the seer was killed. Wow, I've never seen that before. I've always been like quick on like getting to her in time, but I guess on she despawned. Doesn't even stick around. It's fine. We've done the bonus. It's not a big deal. I've already finished that. It's just she gives us the bonus, but I, you know, I think the Armageddon Lords are. I think you can still do the bonus even, like, because I think the Armageddon Lords still spawn and you can still defeat them, and I'm pretty sure you can still get the bonus. It's just she kind of lets you know what the bonus is. But that's a little bit on the crazy side. She's just dead. Okay. I didn't know there was a boss right there. I wasn't paying attention. Come over here. Don't lure those. I want you guys to stay right here. And yes, put this down. Don't die, please. Yeah, killing this guy is probably because he burns us. So we don't want that. Alright, morale boost for everyone. That's always good. Don't. Why do you guys go so far? Come over here. Not going so close to the other end. Because next thing you know, they're getting that whole group down here, and then it's just we wipe again. We don't want that. Let's not do that, please. Right. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know what my cat's doing. Really? That area burns me? Great. Go away, dude. This is very nerve-wracking right now. You gotta give him a pet. I can't have it back. Oh god. Gridlock died. That's okay. The cooldown is on down on him. So I just don't go too close to them, please. Please don't do it. Okay, cool. Alright. We should be okay. I don't think anyone died in that round, which is fantastic. Okay. Oh boy. Ooh, a water wand. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Alright, let's summon Rootlock again. Get him! Kill him! Alright, we've made it back to the Armageddon Lords. I don't see him. Wait, do that? Do they not spawn if you don't activate the bonus? Like, if you let the seer die, do they not spawn? That would make this so much easier. Not even have to worry about them. Boom. Right. Oh, let's recharge a little bit of energy here. Let's go for Sparks. That spark there, yeah. Ooh, wow, nice. Did it really well there. I think it does help having like 4 people just like kind of body blocking and just running up to them. There's a lot of enemies in this mission are casters, and it just kind of helps. And also like the ones that are not casters, you can body block them, right? If you have 4 people kind of standing in front of them, they're gonna choose to attack them even though they want to go after Lena. Right? We all know they love Lena. It's like, dude. Maybe that was just a bug though. Maybe the lords will still spawn. I don't know. I'm gonna wait to see what happens. Maybe earlier it was just a bug or something. Maybe. Oh, we got another pink. Awesome. Oh, they do spawn extra enemies though still. Oh, so the enemies never stop spawning? Even I thought killing the Armageddon Lords stopped the spawning of new enemies. I guess that's not true. Interesting. So I just gotta hurry up and get through this. Okay. I mean, doing these single is like not even that hard, but it gets to the point where there's just like a lot of them that like look at how many. Portal Wraith. So this is Ascalon, as you guys can see, destroyed Ascalon. They said Rin. This is not Rin. This is Ascalon City, or the Lich earlier was saying Rin, but this is clearly Ascalon City. All right, and beep, portal's closed. All right, let's kind of hide back here. Okay, we lured the boss. That's actually a good thing. We can defeat that boss. Oh, that group is coming. No, that's not good. This is bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, oh god. Get that spark. That actually worked out much better than I thought it would. I mean, it's not over yet in this battle, but I was just like, whoa, that's a lot of enemies, but that's actually pretty good. Okay. Oh, well, welcome, Josh. I'm glad you like this. Yeah, we've been doing this for like I don't know. I took a break. But I do tend to do a lot of Guild Wars 1 content. So, playthroughs, we're gonna continue this with factions and stuff. We're gonna do factions and Nightfall and Eye of the North. We're gonna do all the fun stuff. Oh, really? Nice. I don't raid in Guild Wars 2. So raiding is like not my thing, but I did watch part of the tournament today. The team that I was rooting for was disqualified. So this is Lion's Arch actually. We're looking at Lion's Arch here. That's this portal. The team. Yeah, so new bosses keep spawning randomly because these. Oh my god, there's so many hands and fists. The fists. A lot of things happening there. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, I do love Guild Wars 1. Like it's super fun. Yes, we will be. I'm making like animal themed, like I have a pet with me. I'm pet focused, and I'm gonna do that for all 3 campaigns. I'm not gonna do ranger on each one. I know on Nightfall I'm gonna do a paragon / ranger with a pet. I just like to do like random builds or whatever. Um, I think I'm gonna do like an assassin and ranger with a pet for like for factions. But yeah, we're gonna be making new tunes and playing through the like tutorial and stuff. Like you gotta play through like Xingji Island. I mean, that's like a must. I feel like Xingji Island for Cantha is so iconic. All right. Yeah, and there's that guy. See, he like spawns. Okay, there's so many enemies around. But if I can pick them off one by one, or 2 by 2. Oh god. Back line here. Oh. Yeah, Paragon. I don't have a Paragon actually, so I'm probably gonna keep that tune after. I'll probably do Eye of the North with that Paragon. Um, and then that'll be really nice to have, because I don't have Paragon, and I do like it very much. Okay, this should be pretty easy now. Oh my god, after wiping 300 billion times. Oh, we're not done yet, guys. Oh god, okay. I didn't realize I was that close to the roll race. I don't think they're very strong. Maybe they are. I don't know. I say that and like everyone in my group, in my party dies. But yeah. So what's your favorite class for Guild Wars 1? Or profession or whatever. I guess they're professions. I don't know, it's tough for me to say. I do like Mesmer. My main is a Mesmer in Guild Wars 1. In Guild Wars 2 I play a Spellbreaker, so ooh, look at Vizier Kilbron over there doing his thing.
Nothing more than a minor annoyance. You're only delaying the inevitable.
I would love to see another Lich Lord in Guild Wars 2. Maybe we'll see something in Nios that's like that. Maybe some of the house members in Nios will look like that. Oh yeah, I've made plenty of content on YouTube for all of Guild Wars 1 and 2. I've played through them many times now. Look at my giant bird. Like his legs are as long as my body's are. Assassin and Monk. Assassin is super fun, isn't it?
Thanks
Oh
to
my
you,
god.
I command an army powerful
Look
enough
at
to
all these
conquer all of
guys.
Tyria, and now I intend to use it. But before I go, I I have someone here you might like to talk to. Perhaps this will slow you down long enough to let me finish my work.
It's our best friend.
I'll leave you to get reacquainted. I'm sure you have much to talk about.
This was such a like crazy revelation. Like, oh my god, it's Rick. Ooh, that's a lot of hours. Sadly, though? Why would you say sadly? That's time well spent, I feel like. Like, you could be playing Minecraft for 13,000 hours. It tells you how much I appreciate my Minecraft. I have played Minecraft myself, so it's not, you know, but I'm just not a fan. I love how he like creates the Titans, even though I feel like they're supposed to be coming out of the portal, but he just like makes them. See, he's the Flame Seeker. No, you're not. We are. We're about to be done. Done with you. Done with you and your lot. Yeah, I know. He's gigantic.
Me. It is not my will to fight you, but I have little choice in the matter.
Look at him. Look at how gigantic he is. Okay, let's kill these guys first. Oh, those sparks up there are gonna give me a hard time. Ridlock. Ridlock? Ridlock got left behind somewhere and then he died. Oh, that's always fine. Alright, well, it's fine. I'll summon him here. Oh, I can't. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, okay. I don't understand. Go, Ridlock. Oh, no. Kill these guys first. Ah, we're about to die. No, kill them first. What are you all doing? I'm telling you to kill these guys first. Oh, God, henchmen suck. So bad. Menlo is dead. Well, here he is again. Ready to die another day. Yeah, I mean, there's like way worse games out there, I feel like. You know, nothing against Minecraft, really. I mean, you can, you know, people can play whatever they want, but I just feel like there's way worse games that you could be spending your time on. I think the Guild Wars series is good time spent. Well, time. Like, I don't know. I don't have that much time. I have like, I think I have like 10,000 or 9,000 hours in Guild Wars 2, and I have like, what is the playtime? I think was the nope. It's not age. Oh, it is age. Yeah, I have about 3,000 hours in Guild Wars 1. Undead Prince Rig. Bash him. Kill him. Oh my god. Ridlock, really? Look at him.
Listen to me. The door of Komali must be
Oh, this is
closed.
great.
Kill the Lich while he stands atop the Bloodstone inside the caldera. If you do this, his spirit will recharge the soul
This is
batteries
freaking
and
great.
the
Oh my god.
You have served Ascalon well. I beg of you.
Yeah, it's a great community for sure.
Anything, my prince. End my misery. Release me from the Lich's spell. If that is what you wish.
Yeah, so that's the little lava pond we were looking at in the last mission. And we have a little bridge now that we can go across.
Travel well, Prince Rurik, until we meet you again in the Hall of Heroes.
Look at how proud Ridlock is of himself. He's like, yeah, I did that. Alright, let's go in and defeat the Lich. Yeah, he was just going at it. I'm like, Ridlock, why? Why are you... Stop it. So, destroy the Lich. Oh, I love how there's like... Oh, they deactivated the bridge. I was like, can I just go backwards? Nope. Cannot do that. Where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? Where are you guys running to? Oh, left money behind. That's okay. I don't really care right now. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, let's go kill the Lich. Hopefully not die. And close the door once and for all. Hello, we're back to the Bloodstone. Away with you. He's coming. Coming. Kill the enemies while we can. While he's on his way here. While he's stomping his little feet. I mean, he could teleport. He does have that ability, but he chooses to walk. Alright, come on. Good God. Look at that angry walk he does. Oh, get over here. Jesus. You are no match for me. Sure. Oh, the other two. Oh. I was trying to not get them involved, but that's okay. That's okay. We can just kill them real quick. Look at the Herald of Balthazar there, like running. She's like, I can go anywhere. Alright. I don't know how. I don't think this fight is hard at all. I don't remember though. I mean, we're doing pretty good. He's teleporting again. Alright, come on. My friends. Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah, I know. Ridlock is already here to get it. That's how he got it. He traveled into the past and was here to help the heroes defeat undead Rurik and be like, alright, I'm taking the sword, bye, I'm leaving. Alright, and not dead. He just healed all the way back up. Why? Oh, because we're building the door back up? Is that, yeah, so the door of Kamali gets constructed again. Slowly getting built. It's really cool to see that. I really love seeing it. Kill him again. Oh god, there's hands of titans, fists of titans, hands and fists everywhere, like a bar brawl. So the batteries are getting built, as you guys can see that. Back up. Let's do it again. Oh, wait, never mind. More titans, more hands and fists. Yeah, that's what he's doing. You know, he's just like, oh, I'm, you know, whatever. He's like time traveling. I'm going to the past, and I'm grabbing the sword, and I'm taking it away. I mean, they did talk about, like, there's that short story about Ridlock going to the Fire Island chain to grab the sword, right? Isn't there, like, something like that? And that's it. We did it. Well, he didn't really die. I killed him, but he came back again. We did it. I love how the batteries look like Mersad. Like, they're kind of like silhouetted like the Mersad. Oh, it is. It would be so nice to have like an HD remake of it. Look, it's playing.
Into the season of the Scion, Tyria is revived again. Over the bones of the bird of prey, the fire is put out and the diabolic gathering is closed off once again. The Flameseeker prophecies are now complete. The door of Kamali is closed, and the Titans are once again safely locked away behind it. You have saved Tyria, but now you must also save yourselves. The volcano is about to erupt.
Oh my god, we have to go down to
There
the
is a
port.
ship in the dock, just inside the Mersat stronghold.
So they were transporting the batteries
Unless
too. You can
wish
kind
to
of see
suffer
them
the
there.
same fate
I wish
as
I would have looked
Vizier
at that
Kilbron, then I suggest you
earlier. I
make a
forgot
run
about
for
that.
it. Your deeds have earned you a place among the heroes of legend. Let us hope today is not the day your spirit joins those ensconced in the hall.
Alright, enough talking. There's a volcano about to erupt right on our face. Ooh, Legavo is spiriting away right into what's her face's hands. Livia. Actually, that doesn't happen for a while, but stupid mouse cursor. Run! Look at my bird. He's so fast. Because he has them big, long legs. Like, Glenn, please shut up. I don't care about people being ensconced in halls. I just want to go. Oh, I love how, like, it has to download 37 files. Alright. We made it! Woohoo! Yay! Everyone's here. Oh, I love how Selma is actually here. We never got introduced to her in the, Is that supposed to be Bartholos, or is he here? Is Bartholos a separate character, or... The Lich is dead! Tyria is saved! Hooray! I guess... I'm reading through the names, there's just so many names. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be Bartholos, which later he actually gets named. I really love this giant cave. Duke Baradin. Hello. King Aldeburn. Hello. Oops. Maybe now that you're finished with this nonsense, you can come to Ascalon and help deal with the filthy char infestation. And then you know what we do? We go to Cantha. We're like, no, we're not gonna do that. Bye. Oh, Oink is here. Hello. McLean is here. As a historian and as a father, I thought it important that my son and I be here to witness this momentous event. Besides, Cheswick was practically rabid with excitement about seeing you again. Had I not brought him, I'm afraid he would have run off to come anyways. You're so cool. I want to be a hero just like you when I grow up. What does Avenia say? The White Mantle's power over Kryda will dwindle with the collapse of their High Council, and Selma will be the next Queen of Kryda. I dedicated my life to these very goals for such a long time that part of me wondered if I would ever see them accomplished. I now find myself at a crossroads. The Shining Blade still has much work to do, but I feel my place is at Selma's side. There are several worthy lieutenants who are more than capable of continuing the work of the Shining Blade. I leave the future of the blade in their trusted hands. Nice. Who's Watchman Arad? I don't know who that is. I found her. I can't believe it. And now she will be queen. I've offered to serve her as personal bodyguard. I will give my life for her. Oh, interesting. Okay, I guess he was looking for Queen Selma or Princess Selma or whatever she is. Or Master Childish. I could have guessed a green recruit I met so long ago would come so far. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. I'm proud of you. He was such an asshole though. Once we went into like post searing, like such a douchebag. You saved the day. You weren't even there. Well, Presley. I mean, being associated with a hero of your stature, you weren't even there. Fair Capo is here. I said we'd track him down, and by golly, I did. Little Tom won't get away from me this time. Okay. That Capo woman is a pain in my backside. I don't know if I should kill her or marry her. Ooh, okay. What? What? I don't know what. You just awoke from your sleep and have to announce it. Menlo? I mean, none of these are like. There's Shadow. Okay. Interesting stuff. And now we get, oh, there's King Jalis. I mean, it's just so cool, right? Like, I feel like now that we have, yeah, so they all split up to have different conversations now. Thanks for, to your heroism. Vizier Kilbron, the Lich Lord, no longer threatens Syria, and my brother did not give his life in vain. You're amazing. Oh, and then you actually have dialogue happening on there. But your amazing deeds have secured your place in history as one of the paramount heroes of the world. All of Tyria owes you a debt of gratitude. Owe you an even greater debt. Your aid in conflict. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, and then you can get a weapon thing, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get anything. I'm just gonna keep this. Simon the Scribe. So they all have like conversations. The most interesting one to me is, oh, I don't know about these guys. I don't know what they're talking about. But it's really interesting because they will actually talk about like, oh, where were you guys at? Like there's a couple people that were missing in the group, I think. They actually like, talk about that. They're just like, where were you guys? What were you doing? And I forgot what they even say. I guess I could be picking a new weapon, but I'm gonna not pick one. I'm just gonna keep using whatever random stuff I have. I like to keep a lot of these. Or if I ever really need them. I guess, is there no dialogue? I thought that maybe they changed them now. No. Wait, it's so maybe I should have pledged myself to Balthazar and become a warrior. Perhaps then then you would have not left me behind. I'm confused on one point. Perhaps you folks could clarify? Alright, let's hear this conversation. It's a really cool conversation. I like it. What can we do for you, Shadow? Because these are all the henchmen. She's the only one that wasn't a henchman. Which is... Well, when I saw you in Emberlight Camp, I could have sworn there were a few new faces in the crowd. I figured the casualties of war required replacements. Yet here I see all of you together. What happened? I got drunk. Stupid dwarf tricked me. So I think Claude is another one that was out of the group. Orion was out of the group. Reyna was out of the group. We had our own reasons for becoming involved with Stepping. Can't we just leave it at that? Yeah, but he tricked me. I just wanted a little nip. Something to warm the bones. Next thing I know, I'm running around with this fool punching stuff and screaming my name. Yes, dear, we've heard all about it. You shouldn't have left without you, but honey, we didn't know if you were coming back. So that's like Leroy Jenkins. I guess that's a reference to Leroy Jenkins, which they later actually make a thing. Harumph is what he said. I don't know. I don't know if you can walk into this, because this cave has an exit. I think you might have to do the last mission again, but I don't know. We can find out in a second, actually. And then we get conversations here. I mean, none of these conversations are that deep. My training to become High Priestess. I only mentioned we work. So Menlo says we only mentioned we should work on your awareness and everything would be fine. You didn't have to storm off like that. I did not storm. I respectfully declined your assistance and retreated to continue my training to become a High Priestess of Dwayna. Must we continue this line of discussion? There's no point in bickering about the past. Claude was right. To answer your question, Shadow, some of us left voluntarily, some not. And in the end, we all played our part. That is what is important. Well said, Reyna. Yeah, sure. That sounds like a legit excuse. I love having this little skeleton here. It's like Ridley. But let's find out if I have to do the mission again. Because the portal... Can I walk? Yeah, I can walk out. Let's see. Good enough for me. So we walk out. Can I turn around and go back in? I guess not. Yeah, so I have to do the last mission again. Which is kind of annoying. I mean, the factions one, the factions one is probably the best one to do because all you have to do is beat Shiro. And you know, with the right setup, you can do that in literally 3 seconds. Like, it's no problem at all. And we're back in Dragnar's Forge. Oh, it's Halloween still, so we have the skull clouds and the goose and the moon. Do I still have? Yeah, I have 2 of them. Now I have 3 of them. Bloop, look at that. I can get weapons for days. Ooh, scary ghost flying about. Oh, did you see the hands flapping? Oh, that's really funny. Look at the hands flapping. Or was that just like, no, the hands flap. Do you see that? It's really funny. They get all like jittery, and I think it's just on some of them. I think he's like, woo. Weird. And then I think we actually have the quests here now that we can take, right? If we kneel. Yeah, 20,000 experience points. Titan Lord Everso Sectus and his armies are amassing numbers out in Mineral Springs. We expect that as soon as the army is big enough, they will attempt to overtake Dragnar's Forge, break through the ranks of Titans to find the Lord and the rest of his underlings. Killing the Lord would be huge. We can take that. But yeah, we can meet this guy in Guild Wars 2. He's super grumpy and mean. This ghost. Outer Mineral Springs, so far away. It's really crazy. Mineral Springs is probably my favorite area in the game, though. Super spooky. The weird hands thing going on. Oh, we're back to using all the useless characters. Got it. I guess I'm gonna take them both. I'm not gonna start the other game tonight, so we're just gonna walk around, I guess, for a little bit. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit. See if we can get to Mineral Springs. Yeah, Guild Wars 2, there's a lot of like, you know, I have a series. I mean, there's so many. All of my videos, pretty much on my channel, are all about the like really cool lore things and that type of stuff. Like, that's the biggest thing that I talk about, because ArenaNet has put over the years so much effort into like the world building and the details and the little things, and it's super fun, you know. Like, my shorts are all about, like, I do weekly shorts with like talking about little weird facts and stuff. Really cool. Really cool stuff. What are you saying Wade really for? I don't know what I just said. Or before what I just said. It's a lot for PvE. I mean, I don't raid in Guild Wars 2. I've done raids. I think I've not done all of the raids. I've done a majority of them. I'm just not a fan of rotations. I'm not a fan of like the anxiety inducing making sure that you have to do everything perfect all the time. Oh yeah, I mean, I really think there's a lot of there's so many details. Like I said, I have right now, I have like what, 28, is it 28 shorts that I have on my channel right now, and like just talking about like little details in the game and stuff. There's a lot of really interesting things. I think my best series that I have on my channel that is like the coolest for people to watch is my comparison streams. I haven't done them in a long time, but I've gone through like a lot of areas in Tyria side by side, and I played both games at the same time, and I go to the same areas, and we kind of just like compared what they look like 250 years in the future and stuff. That is probably like my favorite, because that really highlights the details and the world a lot. and stuff, so I don't even know. Yeah, that's the so that particular dwarf, uh Steel Star, was it Frodak Steel Star or something? He's actually in and I gotta look it up. It's in Thunder at Peaks. He is the I think it's Frodak Steel Star, isn't it? Yeah. He's the ghost that is in the hall where you go, the treasure room, where you have to like you have to pick up the little thing and you have to like color different whatever, and you have to go through the little puzzle rooms, he's that grumpy guy that's out front. He's the grumpy mean guy that's up front. He has a little bit more personality in Guild Wars 2 than in 1. But yeah, there's a lot of a lot of really cool like callbacks. And oh my god, are you seeing this? I'm getting knocked down like non-stop. I got hit by 4 water tridents. Holy crap. Like, I'm just trying to attack. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, if you're like interested in that type of stuff, like there's a ton of stuff that I have on my channel that like where the details, and that's the thing, that's kind of what my channel is all about, is just bringing those details to life. And really, because there's so much that, like, characters that get mentioned and areas that get mentioned and whatever, I should probably go this way. I'm gonna go this way. So I like both games very much, and ArenaNet has done a really good job bridging the two games together. So I kind of set out to do that. I haven't recorded this week's Did You Know? So the last 2 that I did were actually about like Halloween. I did like Halloween themed ones. They weren't like super like revelating stuff where I'm like, oh, I'm giving you all this knowledge, because there isn't really anything super obvious. I mean, I've done like a history of video for what's his face, Mad King Thorn. So that pretty much wraps up all the like did you know, because there's nothing else really lore wise that they have for Mad King's Day other than the history of the Mad King themselves. Like, my pet's not attacking. I keep pressing the button, but look at him, he's not doing anything. I don't even know. I'm not even, I want you to attack this. Oh my god, we're getting attacked from all the time. Yeah, I'm like a super casual player in Guild Wars 2 as well. I do fractals because I do enjoy the lore of it. I haven't really done serious wow, everyone's dead over here. Serious fractals in a long time. I do strikes once in a while. I do them more often now than fractals, which I never thought I would, but I do like strikes. I think they're okay. I think they're pretty good. Arena has focused on them enough. There's some good ones, there's some bad ones, there's some boring ones, there's some exciting ones. But yeah, people ask me, because it's funny, people ask me, they're like, what do you do like when you play Guild Wars 2? I'm like, honestly, I do random stuff. I just run around in PvE and just, I don't know, do nothing. I don't know. Do meta events, do some bounties, make a new character, make a new build, work on fashion. Fashion is such a huge thing too in Guild Wars 2, which is great. I really love that. Even though I feel like a lot of my fashion always looks the same. Like, yeah, I'm kind of picking the same pants here again. Oh my god, we got everyone involved here. Holy crap. I didn't realize that there was all these enemies around. That's okay. Yeah, there is a lot of content. I mean, just like even hanging out. And you know, I just, because I'm such a casual player, I've been a huge fan of the addition of the vault to the game with Secrets of the Obscure, just because I get rewarded so much now for just playing really casually. It's really nice. I mean, I've made like hundreds of gold, um, like in the last like 2 months of playing, just because, like, I never accrue enough gold to do anything because I just play so casually. Like, you can make really good money by doing raids and strikes and fractals in particular, like tier 4 fractals. You can make really good money, but um you know, I don't play any of those things enough to really accrue a lot of money. So it was always like I never had more than 100 gold, like, ever at any time. And now I'm just like I have like like 260 gold or something right now, and it's just because I get it through like the vault, you know, and I'm like, this is really nice. I really like this. So it was a perfect addition to the game. Yeah. Yeah, I think you know, ArenaNet gets a lot of like, you know, a lot of veterans will go and witch hunt ArenaNet for a lot of things, you know, where they're like, oh, well, this, and you change this and this. But I think over the years, honestly, like, change is inevitable. You know, you always have to change things up, and there's going to be new things, and there's going to be changes, and, you know, it's not the same studio that it was 15 years ago. You know, it's like things change, and that's normal. But I think with what they've been dealing with and what they've been doing, I think they've been doing a great job. I don't know. I think overall I'm very happy. Because if I didn't like this game, I wouldn't be making a whole channel. Like, well, not my whole channel. I do have other videos as well, but 90% of my channel are like Guild Wars videos. And if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be making videos, you know. So yeah, let's pull one group out of the bunch so that we can maybe defeat them first. And you know, today's like raid tournament was really cool too, because I've talked about how I really like the like community made events. Those are like, because I feel like ArenaNet doesn't do enough events in game, but it's, you know, it just goes to show that Guild Wars 2, well, both games, you know, but Guild Wars 2 specifically in this instance now is like it's just a really good game, and people really like it, right? People have like their heart and souls in there because they organize these types of events. You know, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, money, you know, I guess, to do these events, and it's just really cool. I really love that. Well, there's Stole the Bull again. I guess Stole the Bull? I don't know. We got our elite from him. Ferocious Strike. And it's just really cool to have two games that are like very different from each other, but they take place in the same world. I don't know. I really love the premise of that. And then having like, you know, they don't take place like immediately after one another. It's like 250 years, so there's like all these changes and all these things that have happened. But like Secrets of the Obscure, for example, like answered so many different questions about so many different things. Like, we know the real name of the Scepter of Ore and the Staff of the Mists, and, you know, there's like, you know, we learn about the Forgotten a little bit more, and we learn about like Turai Asa. Like, you like Turai Asa is a big character in Guild Wars 1, right? It's like we meet him in the desert, and in Nightfall we learn all about his history, and you know, his descendant. Like she becomes a bad guy. Like it's crazy. Um, only for him to be like, oh yeah, I met the wizard's court. Like I was up in the like that's crazy. To think that he was hanging out with Iskaran, 250 years ago. Like that's crazy. Each other and make some really amazing events. We get Guild vs World, Guild vs Guild tournaments through the community, and those are always fun to participate and watch. I haven't, and that's the thing. I don't participate in any of those things. I had the reason why I watched today or part of today's is because I had a friend whose guild was participating for the first time. But I don't watch it. But it was just really cool because the thing is when stuff like that happens, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I barely know how the raids work and what needs to be done, and like I don't know. Like I'm looking at things and I'm like I don't even know what I'm really looking at. Like that it's all the technical things. It's the like rotation stuff. It's the the technical side of the game that I don't really like. I'm like I don't know. Like I can hold my own. Like I have decent builds, but I don't know that type of stuff, so that doesn't super interest me. Um, I've never watched like a, World versus World or Guild versus Guild or anything like that tournament. But yeah, I don't know. I still like it though that it exists, right? It's just the, oh my god, there's so many names. It's just having those things in the game is just having a community that wants to do those types of things is just really cool. I've always wanted to like be a part of it, in my own way. I mean, I'd love to be like a host for it, but obviously it's probably never gonna happen. The chances are like a 1% chance probably of that ever happening. But it's just cool that they're there, for people to enjoy. Do you not play Guild Wars? Do you not play PvE at all? Do you just like play through the story and then just kind of move on and do other things? I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm just a casual person. It's very hard for me to make other people want to do the things that I do because I care about things in the game that most people don't really care about. It's just I can't. I love I love doing a solo run through like Ascalon Catacombs and seeing if my character can like do a story run by himself. Like that's not super interesting to people. Like I love just talking about the game, and the lore and just doing random things. I did like one set of videos that I actually, a Shiver Peak key for 300 gold. I never get anything good out of those chests, so I'm not even gonna bother opening that. I did one series of videos that was really cool, and that's something that I think could interest other people. And that was I did in Guild Wars 2. I did what I call challenge runs. So I set myself a set of rules, and then I leveled to level 80 with those rules. So the very first one that I did was a pacifist run, which was warrior with only signets equipped, no weapon skills, and I had to level up. I had to level to level 80 on that character without like using any weapon skills, without like using like the pacifist run was about like not fighting anyone. I ended up, I think, accidentally killing a bunch of characters, like not too many, like I think like 3 or 4 in that whole run. But the point was to just kind of level up, and that took me a long time to get through as well. There was like many parts to that, but that was super fun. And then I did another one where I did pet only. So I wasn't able to use I was able to use again signets, but only use my pet on a ranger and nothing else. That was super fun. And then I tried to do another one where I did the cat tonic and I leveled up through that, and I never actually finished that one. That one became kind of boring to me, and the views kind of dropped off as well. Like people weren't really watching, so I kind of was just like done with that. Oh, you only play World vs. World? World vs. World is fun. I just get very disappointed with it because it's, you know, as much as there's great things in Guild Wars 2, I just, you know, it's been 6 years since they have announced the, like, you know, restructure, the World vs. World restructure thing, and we still are, like, doing betas every, like, 6 months or something. Like, I wouldn't really call them betas, because it's like the same thing over and over again, and I don't know, it's just, I don't really see, I don't know, I've become cynical about that part of the game, because I would, you know, I wish for, I would love for that to be a thing. Like, I would love to be able to invite people to the guild and say, hey, come World vs. World with me. I guess I don't want to go that way, though. This is where that's not even where I'm supposed to go. I think I went the wrong way somewhere. I have to go. So it's just kind of, I'm like, it's bittersweet for me. I do enjoy World vs. World. I've played it an okay amount of time. Um, am I not? How am I not? How do I get over there? Oh, maybe. Oh, I think I have to go past it. I think I have to go past it, and then I don't think it forces me to necessarily go to Gren's footprint. I think it. I think there's an option to just continue on, or at least I'm hoping. Look at these beautiful mountains. So do you like roam in World vs. World, or do you like Zerg? Do you have like a guild that you play with, or is it just like a solo thing? I know I like that about World vs. World, that you have like different options of doing things. You know, I just tend to Zerg because I don't know rotations properly, and I'm like a total. I'm just a total casual, so I don't. I'm like, no, I need the protection of a commander with me. Bananas stuff. Okay, big guild and get together. Oh, really? Oh, Jesus. That sounds crazy. I'd kind of fallen out of. I was part of like a Havoc. Many. This was even before Heart of Thorns even released. I want to say it was before Heart of Thorns released. I was part of a like a Havoc squad guild. It was super fun to do that, and what that was. I feel like that was when World vs. World was like at its peak. And that was super fun. I really enjoyed that a lot. Like but then I kind of fell out of it, and then I kind of wanted to use my channel to get people together, because I have like a Discord server and stuff, but like you know, people don't like, people that join end up just leaving again because there's not much activity going on, because I just don't do a lot in there. Because I really had it for, like, I even have a guild in Guild Wars 2, but all of it was supposed to be like, you know, I kind of created it because I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna World vs. World together, and that was kind of what I wanted to do, and then it's just been like not happening. So I don't know, I just like Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I like it. Like a dedicated World vs. World schedule. It's very nice. What servers do you play on? Not that I'm gonna jump on and do it. There's no commitment that I could ever, especially not on those days. I can't commit to playing on those days, but it'll just be interesting to see. There's 3 healers here. We're never gonna be able to get through this. I'm just gonna go. Granite Citadel. Look at it, guys. Granite Citadel. I did comparison streams of this. I already compared to Granite Citadel. That was one of the ones I did. Saurus Furnace. Okay. I'm on Blackgate because when I always like to tell the story. When I played Guild Wars 1, um, I was part of a really big alliance originally. I don't even remember what they were called. It's been so long now. Because right now I'm not in any guild or anything. But I was part of this really there's a merchant. Where's the merchant? Really big alliance, and they had gotten together with like other alliances, and they were like, I remember I was just kind of informed of it because I wasn't really like I played with them. I did a bunch of stuff with them, but I wasn't really keeping up. But there was people in the guild that were like my friends and stuff, and I don't play with any of them now. I think most of them don't even play Guild Wars 2 anymore. They all kind of dropped off. Many of them went back to Guild Wars 1, and many of them just stopped playing. And even the ones that went back to Guild Wars 1, I used to have them all on my friends list. What is the friends list button again? I don't remember. Oops. And oh, see, ended up deleting them all because none of them had been online for many years. I don't think any of them play Guild Wars, like any of the Guild Wars anymore. But yeah, they were deciding, they were like, oh, we have, Guild Wars 2 is coming out, and we're all going to the same server. We all want to be on the same server so that we can play World vs. World together and blah, 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 all this stuff. And so I just decided to go and that was Blackgate. And yeah, I've been on Blackgate ever since. Oh, you really are? Nice. You're paired with Blackgate. Doesn't that Saurus Furnace? I feel like we don't ever pair with you guys. But again, I don't play very often, so I don't know. Can't believe there was another person here. He just disappeared. Yeah, so the Granite Citadel is like such a cool place. We don't get to see these houses that much outside anymore, but we do get like the bridge and the buildings and the little stairs on the side, and it's very cool. Very, very much like that. The surrounding areas look very different. It's our first time, yeah. Well, Blackgate used to be Blackgate. So because all these alliances, when Guild Wars 2 came out, all these alliances came together. Um, Blackgate was like huge early on in World vs. World. Like I remember we dominated for a long time in World vs. World. Just simply because of having all these alliances that moved from Guild Wars 1 onto Blackgate. So it was really easy to find people early on to play. Like there was always a commander online. So it was, I remember, good times. Yeah, it definitely was for a long time. And then I remember there was a few years, I don't know how many years ago this was. There was the big exodus of all these guilds. There was like this infighting. I remember it was really stupid, and I don't even remember what any of it was. Like I would literally just drop into World vs. World, and people were like arguing and blah 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 whatever. And it got to the point where all these big guilds were like just sick and tired of like, I don't know. They were like all fighting with each other. It was like the commanders all fighting with each other, and all of the people left, and so many of them went to Maguma. That's why Maguma is this big World vs. World server now. That like, because so many of the big Blackgate guilds ended up leaving for Maguma. I remember that, and that's when Maguma started taking over in the World vs. World scene. They became like the top server, and now no one wants to fight them anymore because they're just like, they don't even care about capturing everything. They just want to, just stand at the spawn point and just kill everyone. Like that's what they want to do. They just want to kill people. Like, it's just really annoying. Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, it was really crazy. I remember it was a crazy time because I would like go into World vs. World just to like hang out. Again, I wasn't like super serious into World vs. World, but you know, once in a while I would go in and I would want to get like some stuff done, you know, get some pibs and whatever, and get some rewards and work on some, you know, gifts of battle and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, oh, there's the Titans. Ooh, Titan's heart, Dark Titan. Ooh. Yeah, and then like all of a sudden there was like all these people like, "Meow, meow, meow, meow," and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Very strange times. I remember that. Titan's heart. It looks really cool. It looks like a cryptus. He's like, yeah, my spindly little legs and hands. Take my magic. What is he? What is he? Oh, he's a healer. Oh. I guess we should focus on him now. Oh, Maguma, it's so frustrating. I don't, you know, I completely understand where people come from when they complain about Maguma. Because I don't even play anymore. When we're facing Maguma, I don't play. I don't go in. It's so because these people have like, you know, the Maguma people have like optimized builds that are not, you know, they're not for like survivability. They're not for like, they're literally for like hunting down people. And they will do that. They literally will chase you across the entire map just so they can kill you. Just so they can get that one kill, that one bag, which is like means nothing. They will spend 20 minutes chasing you down. It's just, it's awful. It's awful and I hate it. And I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm not a good enough player. Are you kidding me right now? It's awful. I hate it. I don't like that. But, you know, to each their own. I mean, again, there's so much other stuff that I can do, so I just tend to not play that week and then just whatever. Every other week, usually, though, pretty good. Pretty sorry, pretty evenly matched. Yeah, I actually have to head out too. I didn't actually mean to leave the Granite Citadel. I actually want to stop there. So, I appreciate you coming by, Josh. Thank you very much. The hell's on? Yeah, I know. That's pretty bad. But yeah, I do sporadic streams, so I don't know when I'm definitely not going to be live tomorrow because I have to work. But yeah, you know, you can always pop in, and you know, like I said, there's plenty of other videos. For those of you that are in the back, I know Emily was here earlier. She didn't say anything, um, or she did say a couple of things. But thank you so much, Jacob, as always. Thank you. And yeah, if you guys are interested, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I will be making more videos. I'm working on an underwater expansion video right now, and then at some point, guys, I'm gonna get back to my dual classing videos. I just every day I think about it, and I'm like, I need to really work on those. But yes, you have a great night as well. Thank you so much. And we do have a and I will be doing Underspace as well at some point, guys. That's coming definitely. I think about that a lot. Underspace is really, they're doing their advertisement, and I really want to get in there and try out the new demo and stuff. Yeah. If you guys want to become members, you can. There's a button below that you can become members. It's $5 a month, whatever. You get little badges that I made for the chat. And then we also have a merch store. So if you guys want to buy some cool lore related, or I don't know, lore related, you know, channel related lore merch, I guess. Hi, cat. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I'm aiming to stream Tuesday. I don't know if I'm gonna have to work. I really don't want to work on Tuesday, because it's Halloween, and I really just wanted to do a Guild Wars Halloween stream. So we'll see. I don't know. But anyways, we'll find out at some point. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all later.